Readers, welcome back. So yesterday during distance learning, you all created your cover. And hopefully you put all things that are important to you that are kind of telling your story. And today you're actually going to do an activity called Zoom In, where you're going to take something from your cover and you're going to write about it. So you have two choices. One choice is if you had like an image or a person, you write about that. You write about the person or the image and fill in the details. And so, for example, in mine, I am going to zoom in on an image of my husband and me, and we are at a canal, a coffee canal. And I'm going to write the story about what happened. And then the other option, so that's option one, you're writing a story. Option two is, let's say you put a logo and you put the Vikings because you're a Vikings supporter, or the Twins because the Twins are doing great right now. And then what you would do is you would do research. First, you would write like why the Twins are important to you, what your background with the Twins is. So, maybe you've been a Twins fan your whole life and now you really think they might take the World Series. And so you put the Twins on the cover of your notebook. But then I want you to do a little research. What can you find out about the Twins? What's their actual record right now? I'm pretty sure they're leading the league, although the Chicago White Sox might not be too far behind. But anyway, I digress. So you'll do like a little bit of mini research. And so that's step one. And that writing part of your day, I want you to, those of you who are at home, you're going to set a timer. And we're going to set a timer at school where I want you solidly writing for 20 minutes, no interruptions. And honestly, that is really, we're trying to build up stamina as a writer. And so just set the timer and do not stop writing or researching and writing. And then after you are finished with that, our in-person classmates, we're going to share our writing. Those of you who are at home, I also want you to share your writing with your peers, but I want you to do it in a Flipgrid. So most of you have had experience with Flipgrids in 5th grade, I hope. For those of you who haven't, it's relatively easy to figure out. But I'm going to show you a little bit more details in the rest of this video. Okay, so I'm super excited to read, or hear, I should say, what you zoom in on. Of that cover, what is your story? So I will talk to you soon. So what you're going to do is pull up your digital writer's notebook. I'm going to do the digital one first, and then I will do the hard copy one after that. And you're going to go to that first page, and you're going to pick an image off of the first page that you decorated yesterday. And you put your cursor over the image you want, and you're just going to quickly do a Control-C, and that is to copy it. And then I want you to go down to page 9, and where it says My Zoom In, you're going to go Control-V. So now all of a sudden you have your picture, and then you're going to do a text box because you're going to start writing here. This is a story that you're going to tell. Where are you? Who are you with? What happened? Why did you pick this picture? Photograph. So mine might start, it was a great idea until the geese decided to join us for breakfast. And that timer is going to go on, and I am going to be typing live with my class. So I'm going to type my own story. Now that was option 1. Option 2 is a little bit different. So option 2, I'm also going back to, I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to go back to my cover, and option 2 is maybe I pick something um, that was important to me. So I'm going to pick the Jayhawks, and I'm going to go again, control copy, and I am going to go down to my zoom in, and I'm going to put the Kansas Jayhawk mascot on there. Now, instead, I know this isn't going to be a writing piece. I'm just actually going to be gathering bits of information about University of Kansas and the Jayhawk and why it's the mascot. So I'm going to go into shapes, and I'm going to pick a shape, and I am going to do just any shape. I mean, some people like circles, some people like squares, triangles, rectangles, whatever you want. Again, this is your notebook. And I am actually going to make that a color. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to control this copy. Oops. I'm going to control copy my shape multiple times because I know I need I have 20 minutes and I want to gather as much information as I can about the Jayhawks and whatever it is that I am able to find. And so I'm going to do boxes, and then I can do fun things with this too. I can, change the color, and I can, have a little fun with it. Maybe I'll do yellow. Um, but the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write why this is important to me. So I would say, I attended KU, um, and there I met some of the best people in my life. We are all still friends today. Okay. Oops, I gotta spell friends right. So and that's kind of where I would go. Then here, I'm going to start doing a little bit of research. So I'm going to go to, the best place to do is University of Kansas, the website, Welcome to the University of Kansas. And then I'm going to look for like an about us, about KU. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take that URL. I'm going to make sure that I have my source in my notebook. And we're not doing like MLA today, but I do want you to put source and just have the website so that I know where you gathered your information from. And then I would read it and I would pick things that are of interest to me. Like I'm actually interested more in the mascot or that it was founded in 1865. So I would put that on those things, crimson and blue, are all those things that I find important. I'm going to put onto my doc, and I'm going to do that information. It's just so founded in 1865. Okay, so that is for my digital learners. Now, those who are keeping a hard copy notebook, yours will look a little different, but you're doing exactly the same thing. So you go to the next open page in your writer's notebook, and at the top you write how do writers zoom in. And then if you are going to pick an image from the front, a photograph, then I want you to describe which photograph you are picking. If you are going to pick an icon of some type, so Vikings, twins, something like that, or gymnastics, anything that doesn't have a story behind it that you're going to do research, you're going to do the exact same thing, but you're going to create boxes. And that is it for what you're doing for the 20 minutes of writing. We're going to pretend that this is all filled in because yours will be after 20 minutes of solid writing. and you're ready to share. And so what you're going to do is go into Google Classroom. You're going to pull up our Week at a Glance. And at the bottom of Week at a Glance for today and Friday, it says Share via Flipgrid. So you're going to click on that link. And when you click on it, it is going to bring you to, I'm going to sign out here so that you can see it again. It's going to say Communication Arts, Zoom in, and then you want to join in through Google. Use your district account so you get permission to get in, and then you just hit this big button to record your response. And that is it. You want to read to me exactly what you wrote. So you're not adding anything here. You're just doing a strict reading. There are a couple of things that you can do when you are recording, and if you play around with it, you'll see. One thing, if I hit record response, then the Wii video stops recording, so I can't really do that. But one thing I like to do is add the cover. Maybe I can do that without Wii video turning off. Nope. Okay. Well, you will play around with it. If you have any trouble with it, just let me know. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.